name is Taras. First of all, before we get into anything that we've done this week, if you have a second generation Mitsubishi Eclipse Eagle Talon, I think that's it. If you have those cars and you want some pretty cool retrofitted headlights, make sure you enter to win because I'm giving them away completely free. So there's nothing you can do to get you better odds, nothing you can buy, nothing you can, it's just a matter of luck, and hopefully you get some free custom Mitsubishi Eclipse headlights. Now, moving on to what I've been doing this week. Hello, one person that's in here. Oh, there's two people now. So this week, in a few live sessions that I did, I think they were like an hour each. What's up? Hello, VRT Auto. What's up, dude? So in a few live sessions this week, which was crazy how fast this went, but I ended up getting this far on this Jewel retrofit, which it might not look like it's very far, but it's almost complete. So now the part that I'm dealing with is obviously this, projector, shroud, whatever you want to call this piece. This needs to be trimmed, and this piece needs to be modified, for that to work, because, well, it's not going to work like that. So, in the past, what I've been doing is just brute force cutting plastic, lining it up, getting it to fit, how I need it, and then Bondo, primer, paint, all that stuff. And while that works, it takes forever, and I would feel much better about it if I was, if it was one piece, not all hacked together. I just would feel like it's safer and it's not going to break as much. So yeah, I'm going to be 3D printing the parts that I need, which I just finally got my hands on some software that I need to be able to modify these scans. So whenever you scan something in 3D, it comes up as like an STL file or an hold on. Basically, it comes up as like an unmodifiable mesh, and then you have to have software to be able to turn that mesh into something that you can modify, like I'm blanking on the file names right now, but here is, no, that's not the one. Hold on, I'm trying to pull up the scan that I did to show you guys what that looks like. Okay, here it is. So this is what that scan file looks like. It looks like it's a 3D object, but in reality, it's just a big mesh. All these pieces around are going to get deleted. But basically, you need software to turn this into something that you can actually do anything with besides get measurements. And so I finally got my hands on the software that I need today, actually, this morning. I got Fusion 360. I got access to it. So now I'm about to be, tonight I'm going to put it into Fusion 360. I am going to try to come up with the best way of trimming this projector shroud. I want to trim it as little as possible And then also I have to try to come up with a way to be able to then modify this original DSM headlight shroud that is hopefully more easily repeatable, more easily, there's not going to be much variations if I have the piece that I'm printing and then just installing rather than hand cutting and modifying and trimming and sanding and shaping it by hand. So that's the goal. The goal is to make this process literally as easy as possible, so that if you guys want to try to do this at home, you can. I'll put the files up online once I get them figured out, and then if you want to order some, then you can order some. And also, I got this Jetta headlight that I am going to be scanning, and that's for my buddy's Jetta that hopefully I can build some cool headlights for, because he's got a pretty cool drag car. Anyways, so that's what's been up on this side of the studio, right? I'm not gonna call it a basement no more. It's studio now. Yeah, these vertical ones, they get a lot more activity, vertical reels or vertical lives than horizontals. So that's something to keep in mind for me. Anyways, I had an issue with ordering DSM headlights. They were coming in, and it looks like there's a new provider. It looks like there's a new supplier of DSM headlights apparently, and this new supplier, these are like the cheapest ones that you can get. So they're like $120 a set or something like that. And I don't know. I hope that this doesn't mean that the old suppliers are going to get phased out and replaced with this new one, because it's $10-20 cheaper than the old supplier. But the old supplier, you could melt the glue and take the headlight apart, and the new one, it doesn't melt. There's retrofitting is going to be an issue with DSMs if that is the way that it ends up going. So we'll see about that. But for now, I was able to still buy the correct headlights. So we will be modifying those. And let me show you here. So these are the new suppliers. This is what the headlights look like with the new supplier. They come in these different boxes. They're boxed together, two of them in one box. The old one, Eagle Eyes, they are boxed separately, so two lefts, two rights. This is just one box for a left and a right. And these headlights, they're pretty crappy. Like I actually ordered these ones, and I got lucky enough that I can actually return them, because the reflectors in there are actually loose, so they're like falling apart basically on the inside. And they're, like I said, there's no way to open these. So keep that in mind. If you are looking for a set of DSM retrofitted headlights, that might not be as easy of an option in the future as it is now. So just a heads up. Anyways, so right now I have an order for the jewels, and I have an order for the regular just single projector retrofits, just like this set that I'm giving away for free. So if you haven't, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you haven't entered, make sure you enter to win. This set right here is getting shipped out for free. There's nothing you can do to win. There's nothing you can do to make your odds better than just subscribing and following. That's your only way of having any, entering to win. So these headlights right here. Pretty cool. But I will be this week putting together the other set that I sold to ship that out. So we'll have another set of those, and then we will have the jewels hopefully getting finished up soon. The only thing that I'm worried with the jewels is just that 3D modifying part, because I am decent at 3D modeling, but I am not I'm not like this crazy guru, so it's going to take me a little bit to hopefully get where I want to be in terms of the way that I want to do this. But at least now I can 3D scan this stuff instead of just brute force measuring and just going basically by eye. When I made this bracket, that's all that was. That was just me measuring with a dial caliper and hoping and dreaming that it lines up, and it actually doesn't line up too bad. But so I've been thinking about trying to make a way for me to be able to grind down here in that workshop area that I have and not make a huge mess. And so I've been like thinking about it, and then I'm like, well, dude, all I need to do is get like a sandblasting cabinet and just cut these headlights up in there. Boom, problem solved. So that's what I'm going to be working on. I'm gonna get one because, like I said in the past videos, this ceramic from this plastic goes absolutely everywhere, or from the headlights goes absolutely everywhere, and man, it sucks to have to clean all that up. So that's just a no-brainer, simple, easy solution. So that's what I'm gonna do. But I'm not gonna drag this out too long. I will probably be live again tomorrow, where hopefully I will have made some progress on this headlight. I know I've been saying basically all week that I'm going to be working on it, but I couldn't. I like physically, literally could not work on it because it just didn't have the software. So hopefully I'll be able to figure this out. This is new software. Yeah, I've been going live. I went live like twice more this week. They were like an hour long, and I was just working on those headlights. So I think I'm going to be doing that more often. But yeah, we will see. This is, like I said, this is new software. I'm not sure what time. Probably maybe around like 2 to 3. That's unfortunately like not a good time to be going live, but whatever. It is what it is. So this is new software, so it's going to take me a little bit of time to get used to it. I have tried it before and I didn't like it. I really like SolidWorks, but SolidWorks is like stupid expensive. So we'll see. I got Fusion 360, which is, from everyone that I hear, it's really good software, but I've been used to just doing SolidWorks, and I got used to like the interface. I got used to working with the buttons that they have, and now going back to something different just sucks. So but got no choice. This free software that I've been using, the interface is kind of like SolidWorks, but it's not exactly SolidWorks, and it's very crappy because it's free. So but anyways, thank you guys for joining. Yeah, this is going to be a short one. We will probably see you tomorrow. And see you later. I have videos coming out with the full DSM Jewel Retrofit DIY. It's going to be out probably sometime next week because I haven't shot any of it. I haven't done any of it because I want to do this first one live in the live sessions, and then the second one I'll shoot, and I'll try to get more things that maybe I didn't mention in the live or whatever. Try to get like its actual step-by-step DIY tutorial style video out for for you guys to follow. So thank you guys. We'll see you tomorrow, and y'all have a good day.